As somebody who was reporting on the story and in fact broke the story itself, I can also tell you though, UTX, I mean, he may have been just taking the numbers from UTX, which was using that more than 1,000, close to a, maybe even 1,100 number. I mean,
well,
you may be blaming Trump, but it seems like your employer also was putting some numbers out there that ended up not being exactly right, given those 350 jobs they'd already committed to keep.
But Donald Trump, in his own words, is a skilled negotiator. I don't know if you ever heard that one. I've heard it numerous times. I've negotiated a lot of contracts over 30 years. And one of the things that I would have to assume that when you're negotiating something like that, you'd know how many damn jobs you're talking about.
Yeah, but Chuck, why come out so publicly against him? When was the last time a U.S. president intervened? He did end up saving hundreds of jobs. He can't reverse globalization or raise wages in Mexico to make it less competitive, but he did do what he was able to do and save some jobs in the process. Why not applaud that?
And I've said in every interview that I'm grateful very much for President-elect Trump getting involved and saving 800 people's livelihood. Well, without his involvement, these 800 jobs would not remain here in Indianapolis. Very grateful to that. But, I want the truth to be known, and that's what I said. He took an exception to it. All he had to do, in my opinion, was come back and say, well, I was misled by UTC, or maybe, I shouldn't have said what I said. But instead of doing that, he goes on an attack on me.
Right. Mr. Jones, when we spoke to Greg Hayes, or I should say when Jim Cramer spoke to Greg Hayes, the CEO of United Technologies, he, of course, praised his workforce in Indiana, but he also did say the level of absenteeism is far higher there than it would be in Mexico, sort of bringing up this idea of productivity. I mean, how do you respond to that criticism?
Okay, I'm going to respond to it right now. The company's got the right to make reasonable rules of conduct. In the reasonable rules of conduct is an absentee program. The carrier facility has got, it's negotiated. I'm sorry, over there it's negotiated. We got a negotiated agreement. If the company would have had issues with their attendance policy, we would have sat down and worked something out in order to work for both sides on attendance. That wasn't an issue on these past negotiations, and so if in fact they got a problem with their attendance, they should have addressed it.
Hey there, thanks for checking out CNBC on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the day's biggest stories. You can also click on any of the videos around me to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.